The spiritual significance of Friday the 13th. Is there something to fear on Friday the 13th? For years people have been telling us Friday the 13th is an unlucky day. Horror movies have been named after this day, and research also tells us that there is an increase of accidents on Friday the 13th. But, where did all of this come from? Before patriarchal times, Friday the 13th was considered the day of the goddess. It was considered a day to worship the divine feminine that lives in us all and to honor the cycles of creation and death and rebirth. Friday the 13th was considered a very powerful day to manifest, honor creativity, and to celebrate beauty, wisdom, and nourishment of the soul. Friday is Venus Day, and we all know that Venus is the epitome of feminine energy. Her energy joins us at the end of the week to honor the days gone by and to remind us that it is important to rest, relax, and play. As a society, we all look forward to Venus Day, and we all naturally find ourselves unwinding and relaxing in her comforting energy. Friday is the perfect day to embrace Venus-like energy and to focus on creativity, beauty, and sensuality. Venus energy also encourages us to tune into our receptive female energy in order to stimulate our creativity and bring art, music, and healing into the world. The number 13 also holds an extremely potent feminine energy and is considered to be the number of death and rebirth, creation, fertility, and blood. This is because we have 13 moon cycles every year, and the average female also experiences 13 periods per year. If a woman's periods are in sync with the cycle of the moon, she will shed her lining on the new moon and ovulate on the full moon. On average, the 13th falls in the middle of the moon cycle and represents that midway point between death and rebirth. The midway point between the new moon, where a woman is shedding, the death, and the full moon, where the woman is ovulating, rebirth. Before patriarchal times, when a woman was bleeding, she was considered to embody divine and magical powers. She was regarded by all for her wisdom and ability to offer intuitive and psychic messages. When she was ovulating, she was considered to be at the height of her power and was celebrated for her ability to receive, hold, and create new life. It was only when society became more patriarchal that women were made to feel shamed when they were having their periods and to ignore their amazing potential to create and hold space for new life. This attitude has helped to contribute to the idea that Friday the 13th is an unlucky day. The lunar calendar is also made up of 13 months, which further supports 13 as holding feminine power. The moon is also representative of feminine energy and helps us to understand and deal with our emotions and sensitivities. In the astrology chart, the moon not only governs our emotions but also our potential and how we choose to express ourselves through life. In fact, for many people, understanding their moon sign can often help to bring more awareness than their sun sign. Bringing Friday and the number 13 together, you can see that Friday the 13th is in fact a very powerful day for feminine energy and creativity. It is also an extremely powerful time of death and rebirth, as it represents that midpoint in the cycle between something new emerging and something old slipping away. Friday the 13th has often been held in high regards by women and the pagan community, and many rituals and spells are often conducted on this day in order to make the most of this beautiful energy. This has also helped to contribute to the fear surrounding Friday the 13th, as it was an important day for many who worship the cycles of nature, often referred to as witchcraft. We all have feminine energy in us, so Friday the 13th is not just for women. It is a day for all of us to honor our own abilities to create and receive energy from the world around us. Friday the 13th is not an unlucky day. Friday the 13th is the day of the goddess and is a beautiful day for creating and celebrating life. It is a beautiful day for getting in tune with your emotions and sensitivities and giving thanks to the beautiful goddess that lives in us all. Operator, if you like our article, give conscious reminder a thumbs up, and help us spread love light. Operator.